Hello guys and welcome at Unix here. Guys, today we are going to do a Mohawk protective style and it's gonna consist of barrel rolls. So welcome guys, share my work, comment and stay locked up to the end. We're going to do barrel rolls, and our barrel rolls guys will consist of 6 strands. So these are two, additional 2. Now these are 6 strands. Just pull them together and pick one of the strands, kick off your barrel roll. That way. Very simple guys. Remember, we did so many tutorials on how to come up with this kind of barrel rolls. So guys, you can visit my channel for more tutorials on how to come up with barrel rolls. Remember that just to reiterate on what you were doing there before, just for the sake of our beginners guys, we said that barrel rolls are, kind of, styles that involve a 360-degree horizontal pin. That way guys, you find yourself wrapping the strands around in a 360-degree manner. That way. So I have just wrapped the first 2 strands in totality, just to take care of the length. Now the rest of the strands, I'll try and balance them so that we can come up with a barrel roll which doesn't seem to be so much diminishing. So let's keep the volume a little bit as we approach the end, all the way to that area. Then as usual guys, I don't use rubber bands. I'm obsessed with yarn guys. I'm gonna use my yarn to secure the ending area. Let's cut off. Now this becomes our first barrel. Consider subscribing to my channel, like my work, comment and share to your friends. This is the most crucial part guys, whereby I will be showing how to mold these barrel roll sections to come up with a protective Mohawk look. Guys, I did not style the lock strands on the scarf surface. I just extended the lock strands to the position of the barrel rolls. That way guys, I was using 6 strands per barrel roll. And I understand that guys, we have given many tutorials on how to come up with this kind of styling. I did not take much time elaborating further on how to come up with these barrel rolls, since we have more tutorials on such on my channel. Alright, now we are going to kick off. And guys, I want to remind you to keep subscribing if you are new here, like my work, comment and share to your friends. You can as well guys support the channel by joining membership. So we are going to do a locked up barrel roll, kind of style. It's gonna be locked up and it's gonna be a protective Mohawk look. So let's begin. Where are we going to begin guys? We can begin at any part. For instance, let's begin here. I'm gonna interlock the lock strands that way. Just interlock the lock strands by passing one of the lock strands over, that is, you interlace one of the barrel rolls over the other barrel roll. Let's begin again. Let's begin just for the sake of our beginners. Pick the first one, interlace it, let it come under the next section. Then pick the section which you have just gone over, pick it, let it interlace and come over the next section. That way guys, stay loose a little bit, stay loose a little bit. Let's just keep on interlocking the sections all together, all the way. Let's keep on interlocking. This is the front area. Interlock. the lock strands that way, guys. Understand, we are moving together. You interlock all the way to this area. Now this was our starting point, guys. We created a loop, so we are just going to go inside the loop to create that knot that way, guys. So let's adjust sections. I need to talk about these sections at the center. Some strands were left out at the center, and I managed to make these 3 barrels. So guys, we are going to use these 3 barrels to elevate our volume at this area, since we need to have some volume at this area as we approach the crown area. Now we are going to adjust the lock strands to our desired look at the base. Let's do so. Okay. Alright, now guys, let's do the second section. We are going to minimize the volume from this part, and how we're gonna do so. Guys, I'm going to show you the way to go. Let's start. Pick your sections, interlock them that way. Now we are going to skip this section here. Just let it lie on the scalp surface. Pick this section. Then we are going to skip this one as well. Now pick this section that way. We are trying to minimize the volume from the back that way. Then interlock the rest. Membership as a way of, supporting the channel that way. Stay loose for more adjustments all the way to this area where we had just started. We had created a loop, so make sure you insert the barrel rods inside the loop that way. Now let's do the adjustment from the back. Adjust a little bit. Adjust a little bit. I'm trying to come up with a formula that you can follow to achieve results if you are a beginner. So adjust a little bit. Adjust a little bit. At the front area, guys, stay loose so that the second section can lie on top of the first section. All right, nice. Now we are going to do another section. Remember, these are the 3 strands which were at the middle. So let's do another section. So as usual, let's begin here. And at this area, we are as well going to skip some more sections just to create room and minimize the volume from the back that way, guys. So let's begin quickly. This is a quick way of coming up with this kind of mohawk. You just need to master the formula. Let's go on, interlace the lock strands that way. Be keen on this, guys. So we are going to skip. Let's first kick off by identifying the strands which we want laid down on our first section. Yeah, there are these 2 strands here. So we are going to begin interlacing that way. Second one, Okay guys, as we move on and on, continue, interlock the barrel rods. Guys, like my work, comment, and consider sharing to your friends. So up to this level guys, we had started here, so we had created a loop. You need to be keen on this one guys, because it might turn up to be very difficult style for you as a beginner. Just to affirm the section, adjust the lock strands. Alright, now guys, we are going to do our finishing kick, and by doing so guys, we will be managing the strands which were left at the middle. And how do we do so? Guys, we need to increase the volume at this area so that the volume can be lower towards the nape area. So we need to elevate this area a little bit using the remaining strands. We have 5 sections actually. So after picking the 5 sections, let's try and do a 5-strand braid. Remember guys, we had left out 3 strands. Now there are additional longer strands which we were left out as we were doing the second section, just to minimize the volume from the back as we observe our Mohawk style. So let's do a 5-strand braid here. And how do you come up with a 5-strand braid? Guys, go under the first strand, then hover the second strand, that way. Then that's from the right side. Then from the left side, go under as usual, then hover to the center, you see. Then continue with the sequence: hunter, hover, then hunter, hover, that way. Hunter, hover, then hunter, then hover, that way. As you approach the finishing area, hunter. Now this strand ends at this point, just go hunter, hunter, that way. Then finish off your braid. Finish off your braid guys. I know this might sound more complicated for beginners, but I think we can repeat the process all together. So let's do so. A 5-strand braid, hunter 1 over 1 from the right side. From the left side, go hunter 1, then over the middle section. You go hunter on the right side, then over the middle section. Then you go hunter from the left side, then over the middle section. Hunter, over the middle section. Hunter, over the middle section. Hunter, then at this level, some of the strands will be, diminished. So just go hunter, then hunter, then over, just to secure the ending tip, that way. Guys, remember we did a tutorial on such on my channel, so you can go back on the channel and have a look on how to come up with the 5-sectioned braid. We're just trying as much as possible as we observe neatness to manage the remaining strands. Let's secure the section guys at this level. Let's mold the section inside the Mohawk styling. Expose your beads as usual. So let's just tuck in the section at this level. Fold it a little bit, that way. Then let your section come at that point, that way. Now have a look guys, very simple. So let's adjust and tuck in the remaining tips. Just tuck in the tips inside the styling, guys. Let's do our hot oil spray as our finishing kick, then talk about the style. Alright guys, now this is our final look, and before we go around, guys, let's talk about the style a little bit. Remember that we did barrel rolls, and such barrel rolls were directed to this part. Guys, we just extended the strands to where we needed to kick off our barrel rolls. Since we were to come up with a Mohawk protective style, we needed to arrange our barrel rolls at this section. That way, guys, all the way from the back to the front. But at the back, guys, our barrel rolls were not starting exactly at the nape area. Our barrel rolls started at the back, slightly up at the nape area. Now, you realize that we did a locked up, barrel roll kind of styling technique, and the first section was done in totality. Guys, remember we had some strands which were left out at the center, so we just ignored such strands up to the end. But the first section was done in totality. The second section, guys, of the locked up, kind of styling technique came over the first section. And whenever we were doing the second section, guys, in order to minimize the volume from the back, we skipped 2 barrel rolls from the second section in order to minimize the volume at the nape area. So we went on and made the second section, whereby the third section we also skipped another 2 barrel rolls from the section. We skipped 2 barrel rolls from the back as well in order to minimize the volume from the back. Remember, you need to elevate this part from this part onwards. You need to elevate that part, and in order to do so, you need to skip some barrel rolls and let them lie flat on the scalp surface in order to minimize the volume from the back while elevating volume towards the crown area. So after finishing the the third section of the locked up barrel rolls, guys, we were left out with the 3 strands in addition to another 2 longer strands which were left out at the second section. From this part we did a 5-strand braid, and in order to master the 5-strand braid, guys, you can just go back on the channel. There are tutorials on how to do the 5-strand braids. This is the final look, guys, and if you have not understood on how to come up with this kind of look, I promise to bring another tutorial, so you can put such sentiment on the comment section so that I can bring another tutorial on how to come up with this kind of style. I did the locked up technique so that I can show you guys on how you can come up with intricate styles that can stand out. So you can have a look, guys. This is wow, this is amazing. I totally lack words to express this. This is a nice look. All sides are well complementing, and the crown area, the front part, can have a look at the volume of the the style in totality. Now the whole look brings out an intricate style. Try out this one, guys, to your models. You can try this to your clients. It's a nice style for those people who like flaunting fashions. It's a nice style, guys, for all sectors, that is the informal and the formal sectors. So keep on trying. Thank you guys for staying locked and watching my tutorial to the end. I hope my tutorial was quite informative as well as being educative. Consider sharing to your friends, guys. Like Mohawk and comment. You can as well, guys, support the channel by joining membership, and I will be bringing another tutorial of the same. If you want to press that on the comment section.